then going through this is because you have something unresolved within your stories. And this book is going to help you master what your stories are and what details that you're missing when you're telling your story. So when we go through, I'm going to add to the screen real quick. We're just going to go through the chapters so you can see exactly how this can help you. Give me a second to get to my side. All right, so there's, your testimonials. There's a foreword from me, and then we have, I believe, it's 15 chapters. So built into these chapters, there's 13 worksheets. So this is a very interactive book. You're not going to just sit down and read about my stories and what I went through, although I do share some to emphasize what each chapter is about. Because again, everything that's in here are things that I've lived through. Okay, so the first chapter is there's nothing wrong with you, because that's the first step to overcoming anything. Is you have to understand that there's nothing wrong with you. So that chapter breaks that breaks that down on how you can get there. So I've worked with a few people who thought that they were the way they are because of something. Yes, and but that something is the way you think, right? It's the way you talk to yourself. It's how you let outside influences get to you. So that first chapter, we're starting right off with you. Okay, there's chapter 2 is about me and my backstory and why you should read this book. Chapter 3 is the day my life changed. And again, those of you that follow this show, you've heard the story about the knee, but this goes more in detail of how that process and coming back and defying those odds, how those changed, how those events changed the trajectory of my life. So really, without that injury, I really wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, and I probably wouldn't have ever started this podcast or wrote this book. Who knows? But going through that process completely changed everything for me. So now we have the pain of your past is fuel for a better future. So the problem with dealing with the pains of the past is people don't want to revisit the pain. But unfortunately, in order to fully heal from it, we have to go there. But we're not going there just to deal with the pain. We're going there to find the lessons that were missed because the focus was on what happened and not the how to. And again, those of you who follow the show, when I bring guests on, we always start with the backstory. It's like, how did you get to what you're doing now?